Hi, I'm Brandon. Welcome to my channel, Books in the Shire. Recently, I filmed an unhaul video because I don't have shelf space. So now I'm going to film my haul video of all the books I've hauled so far this year. I think I have about 25 or so, which is too high, but it's fine. I'm fine. We're all fine, right? Basically, I'm just gonna be going through the books in like the order I bought them, just by month. I honestly don't remember the exact order I got them in, but I did sort them by month because I need to organize stuff in my brain. That's how my brain functions. But yeah, I'm basically just gonna say like a quick overview of what the book is if I know what it is, or just say like why I bought it. But yeah, let's get into it. First, I have The Ivory Key by Akshaya Raman. I really hope I'm saying that right. But this is the Owl Crate edition. I don't remember what month. I think it was January or December, but it's really pretty. It has nice dust jacket, nice gold foiling. Like, it's super pretty. I'm really excited for this book. 4 siblings, a country in ruins, one quest to save them all. I mean, that's all you need. Next, I have Prodigy by Marie Lu. This is the second book in the Legend series. I read Legend earlier this year and really enjoyed it, so I instantly bought the second book. I haven't read it yet, but I'm very excited. I really liked where Legend left off, where like our 2 main characters are, honestly, I can't even remember their names. The last book left off where June and Day have left like the city or whatever, and now they're kind of on the run, so I'm intrigued to see where this goes, because I think based off the title, I think I know what's gonna happen. Not in like a bad way, like I think I know where the story's going, but I don't know fully what's gonna happen. But yeah, I really like Marie Lu's writing. I really loved the Warcross duology by her. I did read Sky Hunter and I thought that one was like okay. I had a lot of high hopes for it, but it wasn't what I wanted it to be. But then I read Legend. I really liked that, so got this, ready to keep going with the series. Next, I have Gilded by Marissa Meyer. I believe this is a Rumpelstiltskin retelling. I don't know, the synopsis just sound really interesting, and I love this cover. It's like stunning. But yeah, I am kind of like on a Marissa Meyer binge, I guess. I'm currently trying to finish the Lunar Chronicles, and I'm really enjoying that series. I did read Renegades like 2 years ago, I think in 2020, and like I thought it was okay. I do have the rest of the series. I do want to finish it, but I thought that was okay. Like, I didn't know how I felt, but I'm really excited about this one because it sounds interesting. I like the concepts. I like Meyer's retellings of fairy tales. I think they're really well done and like really original. So I'm really excited for this one. It sounds cool. Let's count how many times I'm going to say I'm really excited in this video, because I bet you it's going to be at least 20. Once per book. Let's say once per book, I bet. Next, I have Foundryside by Robert Jackson Bennett. This is the first book in an adult series, an adult fantasy series. I really don't know much about it other than that like our main character is kind of like an outlaw running and from the law or whatever, and you know, she gets swept up into this thing. I don't really know. That was a really bad synopsis. But the reason I got this was because I've seen on Reagan's channel, I think it's Peruse Books is her channel. Everyone knows Reagan. She read this book and really enjoyed it, so it made me want to pick it up because I want to get more into adult fantasy. Just adult in general. I don't read a lot of adult. I read mostly YA fantasy, so I want to try and expand that. And she had really good things to say about this one, and it sounds really interesting. So I'm excited to read it. Oh my god. How many times am I going to say that? Next, I have The Hobbit, the illustrated edition by J.R.R. Tolkien. It's illustrated by Jemima Catlin. This is like just a really stunning cover. I love it. And can you hear that? Like, The Hobbit, I mean, I'm sure you can tell by the freaking name of my channel, but like The Hobbit is so near and dear to my heart. It's just everything that I don't know. It's everything to me. I really want to one day like read this edition because I think the drawings will go so nicely with it. And I know that in, you know, that copy, the 75th, and my original copy, which is just like a paperback, like I know that there are illustrations in those, and those are really great because those are illustrations by Tolkien, but like this is a different interpretation. It's by a different illustrator, so it's like interesting to see their interpretation of the text and like what they feel, what they draw. I really like that. I really want to get the Alan Lee illustrated edition too, because honestly, like I think he is like top tier. His illustrations for The Hobbit and like Lord of the Rings and everything are just so beautiful. I mean, there's a reason, you know, they're so iconic and why he worked on all of the freaking films. Like, they're so well done, but it's like, this is also such a stunning edition. I'm just so glad to have it. Now we are moving on into the books I got in February. So the first one I got was Empire of Storms by Sarah J. Maas. This is the fifth book? Yeah, this is the fifth book in the Throne of Glass series. I've only read the first two books, but I'm definitely going to keep going with the series. I really enjoy them. I don't know what happens in this one, like anything about it, because I still haven't read the third or fourth book. Yeah, I'm just hoping to get to this like sometime this year. I want to keep going with the series and finish it because I did enjoy it a lot. Next, I have Little Thieves by Margaret Owen. I think this has to do with dreams. Just kidding. I'm so wrong. Basically the main character takes the place of the princess, like she's like a body double or something, and stuff happens. I mean, that's all I really needed to know. That sounds interesting to me. I'm really bad at synopses, so I'm very sorry in advance. Next, I have Skin of the Sea by Natasha Bowen. This is the Owl Crate edition, which is absolutely stunning. Like, oh my gosh, they didn't have to do us this good, but they did. Like, wowzas. All I know is this is a mermaid book. I love mermaids. I really like sirens. Like, okay, I like mermaids, but I hate the, like, I almost said glorification, which that's not the right word, but the romanticism of mermaids, because it's like, nah, they're pretty mean. And I hope that this book is like truthful to that. I know it's based off of folklore. I think it's African folklore. Yeah, it's based off of West African folklore, and it sounds really interesting. Like, I just love mermaids. I don't know what to say about it except for I love mermaids. Next, I have two editions of the same book. One was Owl Crate and one was Fairy Loot, and that is Only a Monster by Vanessa Len. I don't really know much about this because I had never heard of it till I got it. Is the Owl Crate edition, which is stunning. And then this one is the Fairy Loot edition, which is also just as stunning. Oh my god, look at these sprayed edges. I forgot about this. I love them. Basically, what I know of this book is that there's like monsters and our main character like has to fight them. Why do I even have a booktube if I can't fucking describe book? Lamau, I'm stupid. So basically our main character is a monster and the guy she like falls for is a monster hunter. So enemies to lovers? I don't actually really like that trope as like everyone else does, but I don't hate the trope either. I enjoy it as long as it's well done. So it's like, I'm intrigued by this one. I almost said I was excited for it, but I caught myself. Now we're into March where I bought the most books because depression? The first two books I bought in March were Heartstopper Volume 3 and Heartstopper Volume 4. I've already read these. I gave them both 5 stars. Absolutely incredible. I love them. Just, the series is so good. And oh my god, I need to watch the show. It literally came out yesterday and I haven't watched it yet because I've just been slow. And also I've got homework, so I mean, like, I should prioritize that. Absolutely great books. Totally recommend them. I don't have anything else to say other than that they're wonderful, fantastic, and you need to read them right now if you haven't. Next, I have the Silvered Serpent by Roshni Chachki and the Bronze Beast by Roshni Chachki. These are the second and third book in the Gilded Wolves series. I read the Gilded Wolves earlier this year and absolutely loved it. It was really good. It was really like unique too. Like, it felt so original, and I'm sure a lot of the concepts and themes aren't necessarily original, but the way it was executed was just so well done and so like new and unique to me. I really loved it. So I'm excited to keep going with these, especially this one. I haven't like read a lot of, other than like Shadow and Bone, I haven't read a lot of Russian inspired like books and fantasy series, so I'm excited to read that one. And then also this one, Italy. Ooh. Next, I have The Lost Dreamer by Liz Huerta. This is a, I think, Latin American inspired fantasy series, or I think it's a series, yeah. It's the first book. In the first vlog I posted, I showed going to a bookstore with my sister, and like I saw this at this bookstore, and so I said, why not? It sounded really interesting. It's all about dreams and everything, and like dream walkers. I haven't read a lot of books about dream walkers or dreams in general, so that sounds super interesting to me. Also, this cover's stunning. Like, I keep looking at it like mesmerized because wow. Next, I have A Forgery of Roses by Jessica S. Olsen. This is the Owl Crate edition. It's also stunning. I hadn't heard about this book until I got it from Owl Crate, so like that's super cool. That's one thing I like about these subscription boxes is I haven't heard of a lot of the books, or like if I did, I might have like read the synopsis and like hadn't thought about it since. So it's like, it's giving me books that I probably would not pick up otherwise, so I'm intrigued to read this one. Next, I have a massive stack, and that is Glass Sword, King's Cage, Warstorm, and Broken Throne. These are books 2, 3, 4, and 4.5 in the Red Queen series. Glass Sword I read earlier this year. I give it 3 stars. I was really disappointed with this book. If you want to know more about it, I'll like link the video. But yeah, I was disappointed. Long story short. King's Cage I haven't read yet, but I'm going to. Same with Warstorm and Broken Throne. I haven't read them yet, but I'm gonna read them. I'm really excited to keep going with the series because I really hope that like it gets better, because the first book was so good. I loved it. And then the second book, I was just like, that was a book. Not that it was a bad book by any means, it just didn't live up to what I wanted. Now we're moving on into April. I literally bought 2 books yesterday and they'll get here before April's over, but like, I don't want to wait to film this because I feel like there's already too many books, so that'll be in a different haul. I have Gallant by V.E. Schwab. This is the Owl Crate edition. This is like an exclusive one that like I purchased separate from the box, but like I'm living for all the dark academia vibes in this book. Like it's just wowzas. I really like V.E. Schwab's writing. Darker Shade of Magic is like, that book is one of my favorite books of all time. The second book, A Gathering Shadows, I really enjoyed. Still have yet to finish the series though. I enjoyed The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, but I read this Savage Song and I didn't like that, so I think this is like YA or middle grade, and I think the reason I didn't like this Savage Song was because it was YA, so we'll test it out with this one. It has such an interesting concept. I hope I enjoy it, like, and it's a stunning book, so like I have really high hopes. I think I'm gonna enjoy it. I'm not gonna say I'm not because I don't want to put that in my head. I'm gonna enjoy it. Like, hold me to that. Next, I have Hotel Magnifique by Emily J. Taylor, and this is the Owl Crate edition. I literally just got this the other day, and stunning. Like, something about this color scheme is just perfection to me. Blue and pink going together, who would have thought? But I just really like it. Honestly, the best part are these end pages. Oh my god, stunning. I'm getting such like Great Gatsby vibes from them, even though it's like technically not Great Gatsby. You know what I mean, 1920s era. But yeah, all I know is that this is about like a hotel, hence the title. And that's all I really need to know. I did have this on my like 2022 releases that I'm excited, 2022 releases that I'm excited for. Yeah, I said that right. But honestly, I forgot I had put it on there, and then once I got this in the mail, I was like, oh right, like, I'm really excited for this book. Yeah, I really don't know much about it. I don't want to know too much about it because I don't like knowing synopses before I read books. I like to know the basics and that's it. But everything about it sounds really interesting, so I think I'm gonna enjoy it. The second to last book that I have is Avatar: The Last Airbender, North and South. I literally, if you watch my graphic novel reading vlog, I literally said I wanted to pick the next book up right after that. And so I ordered it on Amazon that night because I needed it right away. I don't know what it's about. I really don't care what it's about. It's Avatar, and that's all I really care about. I'm really excited. I think this one, based off the cover and the title, I think this one focuses a lot on like the water tribes. That's really interesting because I feel like obviously we got a lot about the northern water tribe in season 1, but not a lot about the southern water tribe, despite Sokka and Katara being from that tribe. So I'm really intrigued to see if they like delve more into this, and like if you've seen Legend of Korra, they go a bit more into it, so I'm intrigued to see if this is going to kind of connect to Legend of Korra or not. Very excited, and yes, I will say it once more, I am very excited for this book. Last but not least, this book is freaking massive, and I did not expect that when I bought it, but that is Avatar: The Last Airbender, Imbalance by Faith Erin Hicks. When I was reading on Amazon for it, like it said, oh, like the only thing that was available was like the library edition, and I was like, okay, does that mean, because it said hardcover, so I was like, okay, whatever. All my Avatar graphic novels are in like paperback form, so I was like, okay, whatever, it's fine if I get one hardcover. Not realizing it was this freaking massive. This is wild. I don't know how I'm gonna read this. It's fucking massive. But like, hey, it's kind of cool that I have it because I probably wouldn't have gotten it otherwise. This is the last book I got. Very excited to read it again as well. Again, you know what I mean. I'm excited. That's all I can ever say in any video ever, so jot that down. Those are all the books that I've bought in so far this year. Honestly, I have bought way too many. I really need to like reel it back. I'm hoping over the summer I don't buy a lot because I want to try and prioritize my shelves like I said earlier this year, and I just have not. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. In the next one? In the next one? You know what I mean. Bye.